Jobs' departure isn't unexpected. I mean, he's had health problems. He's had this is his third medical leave from the company. So the fact that he was ill and he may have had to give up his role at some stage was expected. I suppose it's a bit of a shock that this has come so suddenly. There certainly wasn't any talk that he's particularly ill. But what that does mean is that other executives have been running the company and have been making important decisions. Jobs is not stepping down completely. He is going to continue as the chairman of the company. He said he's still going to be involved very much in the creation of the Apple products, which is, I suppose, really what Jobs has brought to the company. This absolute focus on the products. Apple used to have like huge range of products, do all sorts of different things. Jobs really got that down to a small number of things that they're very, very successful at. I mean, it's basically the Mac, which is not exactly available in a huge number of flavours, the iPad, which has been a huge success, no one else's tablet comes anywhere near it, the iPhone and the iPod. So I think, Tim Cook has effectively been running the company for a large part of the last 2 or 3 years. He's now in as chief executive. They've kind of formalised his position. Jobs will be there as chairman. Says he's going to have a hands-on role, but clearly he's not going to have the same day-to-day involvement as he had before. So I mean, everyone knew Jobs' role was going to come to an end at some point. I think this is almost like a transitioning. It's not sort of the end for Steve Jobs. I mean, the legacy of Jobs at Apple is, I mean, he basically came back to a company in the late 90s which was on the verge of bankruptcy and turned that around. Really, that can't be underestimated. I mean, he's been sort of said that he's probably the most successful CEO in corporate America ever, to do what he did with that company, to really take it up off its knees and make it now where people are just like so excited when there's a new Apple product out. I mean, it's like hysteria. The Simpsons have parodied it. It's a cultural phenomenon. It's not a business phenomenon. And Jobs did that by his absolute focus on the product and making products that he wanted to use. He famously said, "I've no interest in market research because people will just tell you what they think you want to hear." He said, "Really, what I want to create is products that me and my team," and he actually called them pirates. I mean, he loved creating. When he created the Mac, he had this very small team, and there was sort of no rules, and that's really the legacy of Jobs' Apple. And I think really his ultimate, his legacy, I suppose, or his greatest achievement is not necessarily one product like the iPhone, which was amazing because he said he was going to reinvent the phone, and he did. I mean, other people had smartphones, but never anything that worked as well as the iPhone. The iPad, I mean, no one really has come close to it. The tablet, but rather than a particular product, I think it's that returning to Apple and really just turning that company around when really it could have been a footnote in computer history.